Another day and another video cards leak, this time on the Radeon RX 590 again. The AMD RX 590 appears to be a refresh of their Polaris lineup, and it looks like the rumors we've been hearing about the Polaris 30 refresh are true after all. It features a nice bump of performance and can now easily beat out the GTX 1060, as quite honestly, at this point, it should. The fact that the leaks and rumors about the RX 590 are starting to heat up, and the fact that video cards managed to leak the first retail box art means that we're getting very close to a launch event. While there's no clear word on specifications at this point, apart from some garbled rumors along the grapevine, that we do have some idea of how it will perform. Now, if the Final Fantasy 15 benchmarks are anything to go by, oh dear God, this Final Fantasy 15 benchmark, can't we leak with a better benchmark than this thing? Either way, the RX 590 will fare a lot better than its predecessor, the RX 580 and the RX 480 before it. Oh boy, we're on the third generation of this one. In 4K high benchmarks, the RX 590 easily beats out the GTX 1060 and even manages to slip just ahead of the Radeon Pro Vega 64. It does, however, score below that of the Radeon Vega 56. The GTX 1060 was the staple of NVIDIA's budget mainstream offering and has been the 1080p king for quite a while now. Now, depending on how AMD prices their RX 590, the GTX 1060's reign could simply be over. It looks like we have a new 1080p king on our hands, and it bleeds a bit red. Over on the website you can see these numbers, but the benchmarks in 1440p and 1080p also tell the same story, so we expect this result to be replicated easily in other games as well. Now, in the past, AMD has hinted that they will be releasing a product every quarter, and since Navi is not going to be landing this quarter, this seems like the perfect pit stop for AMD to take a breather at. The Polaris 30 GPU is going to be a refresh of the Polaris 20 part, which was launched in 2017, but again, launched before that with Polaris 10. Polaris 30 will be based on the 12nm FinFET process, so you can expect a 10 to 15% performance increase from the process upgrade and slightly higher clocks. It is worth keeping in mind that 12nm FinFET is essentially just an enhanced version of 16nm FinFET and not an entirely new node itself. We're gonna have to wait for 7nm for that one. Now, with a few more details on the table about the RX 590, are you getting excited yet? I mean, the mid-range needs some love too, right? Well, we'd love to hear your thoughts on this one down in the comment section below. This has been Keith with WCCF Tech TV. Make sure that you're subbed and hit the bell so that we don't miss you in the next one.